Australia is a popular destination for people from all over the globe. And this is not surprising, given all the upsides this huge country has to offer. To take a closer look at this, I would like to use this video to highlight what I believe are the 7 greatest upsides of moving to Australia. And in case you want to learn more about the process of moving to Australia, please take a look at the video I uploaded a few months ago. You'll find a link in the video description or in the comments. The first upside are the high wages in Australia. With an average annual income of almost 50,000 euros or 61,000 US dollars, Australia ranks 14th worldwide, ahead of Germany and Austria, and also ahead of countries such as the Netherlands, Finland, Hong Kong or Canada. And surprisingly, life in Australia is not significantly more expensive than life in other parts of the world. If you live off 3,000 US dollars a month in Houston, Texas, you'll need around 3,560 US dollars for the same standard of living in Melbourne. So a life in Melbourne is about 18% more expensive than living in Houston. And for sure, the cost of living in rural areas is lower than in the Australian cities, namely Sydney or Melbourne. Another advantage is the high level of security in this country. According to worldpopulationreview.com, Australia ranks 17th among the safest countries in the world. Certainly, Australia isn't at the cutting edge when it comes to security, but it is still ahead of many Western European countries, the UK or the US. With increasing crime rates in Western European countries, and in case you want to move abroad together with your family, this upside is for sure of importance, because no doubt will the high level of security make you feel comfortable living in Australia. Australia is home to millions of people who came to Australia seeking a better life, thanks to the fact that people from so many different countries from all over the world moved to Australia, contributed to the high cultural diversity one can experience in this country. The Brits are by far the largest foreign-born population, followed by the Chinese, Indians, New Zealanders, Filipino, Vietnamese, South Africans and Italians. Thanks to a restrictive immigration policy, it is ensured that only those who really contribute to the well-being of the country are allowed to set up a new life in Australia. Over 70% of all applications to move to Australia are either rejected or the applicant gives up due to the complex process of applying. In case you ever move to Australia, you will probably be able to make friends with people from very different parts of the world. But not only the cultural diversity, but also the diversity in nature is an upside. Not only a wide range of different climate zones, but also a high diversity of flora and fauna contributed to the fact that Australia is a really attractive country in this regard. Moreover, Australia is the 6th largest country on Earth, about 21.5 times larger than Germany and larger than the entire land area of continental Europe. On the other hand, it must also be noted that 40% of the landmass is covered by sand dunes, and only the southeast and southwest of the country have a moderate climate. The north of the country has a tropical climate and even tropical rainforests. On the other hand, regular dry periods can last for several years. Frequent sandstorms and even tornadoes challenge all living beings as well as the infrastructure in this country. A steadily increasing salinization of the soil and desertification can be observed. Nevertheless, the climate in the largest cities and their metropolitan regions truly is unbelievably pleasant. Since Australia is located in the southern hemisphere, January is the warmest month in Melbourne, with average high temperatures of 27 degrees Celsius or 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit, while July is the coldest month with an average low temperature of 7.5 degrees Celsius or 45.5 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, warm temperatures can be expected even in the coldest month of the year. During the coldest month of the year, the daily average temperature is 11 degrees Celsius or 51.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's far from winter. All of these advantages contribute to the high quality of life in Australia's cities. For sure, this depends on which index you use. However, Australian cities are always in the top 10, if not even in the top 5 of the most livable cities worldwide. It's really amazing how well Australia is doing in this regard. Due to the diversity of nature, you can realize very different lifestyles in Australia. From a surfer's life on the country's long coasts, to a life in a huge range in the wilderness of Australia, from an intense life in the vibrant cities, to a relaxed family life in a small house in the outskirts of a city. You may live all these different lifestyles. The Australian healthcare is well developed. As of the Numbeo Healthcare Index by country in 2020, Australia ranks 9th of 98 participating countries. This makes Australia rank lower than Taiwan, South Korea, Thailand and a few European countries, but it still performs very well in a global context. But besides all these upsides, there certainly are a few drawbacks to consider. I am thinking of the high taxes in Australia, as well as the geographical distance to your home country. After all, it is very difficult to keep in touch with friends and family when being on the other side of the globe, at least if you are watching from Europe. The time difference also contributes to the fact that keeping in touch with friends will get harder. I hope that I could provide useful information about the Australian country and the greatest upsides of moving there. Please let me know which country I should cover next, and don't forget to check out my main video about Australia that I uploaded recently. Thanks for watching.